Today, I'm going to answer some of the questions that I am most frequently asked. Like these come through every single day. So I'm just going to go down the list, starting with, have I had kids? Yes, I have two beautiful adult children. They were both born via C-section. They were big babies, especially for a woman who is only 5'1". So I gained 53 pounds with my first pregnancy, close to that with my second. I did have a diastasis recti as well as an umbilical hernia. Never had the surgery for the diastasis recti. Did have the umbilical hernia surgically corrected. And so, yes, I have had kids. I know some people think that I have this flat tummy because I never had kids, but that is absolutely not the case. And my tummy has not always been flat. Am I on HRT? I am not, and I have not been. And that doesn't mean that I'm against it. But I also don't believe that it can be helpful to some women, and I'm fully in support of that. But I have not, I made it, I don't want to say I made it through menopause. Menopause was a delight. Perimenopause was not so delightful until I got things figured out. And menopause wasn't even a thing for me. I'm now 5 years post-menopause. I've never felt better. And have no reason to. I just keep tweaking what I'm doing with my nutrition, my workouts, sunlight, sleep, all of the things, and I feel amazing. So I'm not on HRT, and I have not been ever on HRT. I'm not against it, but I would also suggest that before you think that HRT or any other, some shot, pill, whatever, shake is going to change your life, make sure that you are changing too. Looking at proper nutrition, optimizing your sleep, moving your body, getting out in natural light, doing all these things that are not at all invasive, that our bodies are designed to do. And I would always encourage you to go to those first. And then if there's other things you need to add on top, then do that. Do I drink alcohol? Occasionally. I used to drink more frequently. And I was never a big drinker, but I enjoy the taste of alcohol, especially wine. But back in 2023, I realized that it just wasn't doing me any favors. And I cut it out completely for 9 months. The intention with all alcohol. And the intention was not to give it up entirely. I have an alarm going off. The intention was not to give it up entirely, but simply to change my relationship with it. So I do sometimes have a cocktail, usually like a vodka and soda from time to time, but it's much less frequently than it was, and I'm so glad. Um, I sleep better. My face is never puffy. More energy. Just I've been more productive. What I started to realize once you have that drink, you're not getting anything else done that day. Like you're just not. My When I stopped drinking, that's when again, I'm not saying I stopped drinking and that's what caused my social media to blow up. It was like a lot of things working together, but it was interesting that I had more time to put into my business and into content creation and just creative ideas and all of those things when I stopped drinking. And again, now it's very infrequent. Um, have I had a tummy tuck or liposuction? Or as some people say, you've had a tummy tuck, you've had liposuction. I haven't. There's nothing wrong with those procedures. I think because I have breast implants, which I'm super open about, people assume that other parts of my body have been surgically altered, and they have not. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing anything that makes you feel better. Again, make sure you're also eating right, getting the workouts in, all of the things. But it would be wrong for me to say that my abs are the result of, planks, protein, and positivity if I had had everything surgically done. But the fact of the matter is, I have muscle. Surgery does not put on muscle. So I do have this little scar right underneath my belly button as a result of my umbilical hernia that some people think is from liposuction or tummy tuck, and it is not. I did have a C-section, so I've had two C-sections, and I did have an inguinal hernia repaired as well as the abdominal hernia. So I have had abdominal surgery for sure, but not cosmetic. None of this was cosmetic. Um, What is my abs workout? My abs workout is so simple. I spend 5 minutes a day or less. So it's planks, different, variations of planks, straight arm, side plank, sometimes forearm plank. They're my least favorite, and variations of crunches. And I do this for no more than 5 minutes a day. Many times it's less. I also walk about 15,000 steps a day. And I'm at a good healthy weight, so I'm not carrying excess fat. So the real reason that my abs look the way they do at 58, 5 years post-menopause, has way more to do with my overall lifestyle and especially the way that I eat. So by prioritizing protein and produce, which I talk about every day, and you can really learn more in my cookbooks if you want it all spelled out for you. This enables me to stay lean, build muscle, not be carrying excess fat. So it just works really well. And that's why my abs look like they do. It is not some magic workout. And last question that I get a lot, was I ever overweight? I have definitely weighed a good, well, in pregnancy, I gained 53 pounds, but pregnancy aside, at various times in my life, I've been a good 20 pounds more than I weigh now, maybe even 25 pounds more. I've never had a serious weight problem. What I have dealt with, though, is I've dealt with all kinds of things. I dealt with chronic cystic acne from puberty through my 40s. I was on Accutane not once, not twice, but 3 times. So that was a constant struggle. I mean, really, talk about humiliation, talk about insecurity, talk about just not wanting, literally not wanting to be seen. I had a lot of inflammation and bloating, digestive stuff, anxiety, and again, at various times was definitely heavier than I am. So it was really in an effort to clear the acne after the drugs just stopped. They'd work temporarily, they always came back. And I cleared the acne by changing my diet, by cutting out things that were inflammatory to me. And while I was doing that, found that, wow, I had like the digestive stuff went away. My anxiety greatly diminished. There are some other things I needed to do, some lifestyle changes, some situations that had to change. I think I said the digestive stuff got better, and then it was just like so easy for me to build and maintain muscle. I had more energy, better mental clarity, all of these things. And that's why, and it just keeps getting better. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing this message. So hopefully you found this helpful. If you are enjoying my YouTube channel, please hit subscribe. Please share any videos that you might with your audience or your friends that you think might be helpful. And because we want to get this message out there that you can love your body and your life at any age. This is 58, no filters.